Good morning and welcome to the morning show on this Thursday.
Wow.
Indeed. Well, I've been watching all these clips from White Lotus where they all have these really unique accents.
You're on the White Lotus now too?
No, I'm just watching the clips. I haven't now because
I was like, I'm the only one that's not watching.
No, I'm just watching
White
the clips
Lotus.
because I don't have time to get into.
I thought you were going into a yee-haw. I didn't realize that was a White Lotus thing.
So yeah, no, well, just because it's like, well, I think it's like, taking off of like Schitt's Creek, where it's all about this like over-pronunciation, where now Parker Posey, it's like her accent is now.
Yeah.
So I can imagine there's all these folks now going to start talking in these.
Just what you need, a weird accent on top of all of your other accents.
Right, exactly. So it's like, well, so I grew up in the Midwest and kind of the central Indiana where they want a lot of newscasters to have their accent because there's very much a lack of an accent. Mm. The only place my accent shows up is an ink pen or a straight pen. Same word, ink, P-I-N-P-E-N, same word.
Oh, that's not really.
So, but it's.
Oh, this guy opened for 24-hour service. This is Marshall Shore.
Oh God, I forgot to do that. Oh yeah, I'm Marshall Shore, and this is
Melissa Farley,
and
this
is the morning show, and we are at the fabulous Arizona Center.
We got White Lotus distracted. Yeah.
Exactly, which seems to be happening in so many different medias right now.
I know. It's like on the one streaming platform that I don't have. That's the only reason I haven't watched it.
Because I don't do White Lotus, or there's another one that's on some other thing that I don't.
Can't bring myself to like buy one more platform.
Yeah, because there's one on Hulu. There's whatever this is on.
What is this one HBO Max? I can't remember.
I
what
don't
this
know.
one is.
I don't have any of that stuff. I'm like.
Yeah, it's HBO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
So yeah, so I guess we're the only two in America not watching Jennifer Coolidge in that.
I love when Theo talks like the voice of God.
I know, but he actually knows what he's talking about.
I should just not acknowledge him though and act like I just suddenly got like, oh, I know, like
beamed from the heavens.
No, really, it's Theo that knows everything. I know nothing. Theo's really like the Svengali here, and I'm just like
we're just puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're actually welcome. This is the ventriloquist show. So.
Wow, that would be impressive, wouldn't it? Okay.
Well, that's like Vonda K. Van Dyke, Miss America from Arizona.
Yeah.
That was her talent, was ventriloquism.
Should we start working on that? Should that be my try something new from yesterday?
I used to have the record. And there were like Danny O'Day, and he would teach you you would clench your lips and you had to say the ADCs.
I have no desire.
So I was like,
that.
oh, it looks cute, but yeah, no. But you got a creepy doll. That was the best part about it.
I have a creepy doll.
You do?
Yeah, someone gifted me one. And for a while, Pat and I were like, kept moving it and leaving it in different places around the house to like creep each other out.
Oh, which creepy ventriloquist doll do you have?
What do you mean? Which one?
Well, because is it Charlie McCarthy? Is it?
I don't know. I'll send you a picture. It's a good looking one.
Because I found one in a mariachi outfit.
Oh, mine was not in a mariachi outfit.
So I think it was actually a child's mariachi outfit.
He has like a black and white checkered shirt on and like a nice little like blazer jacket. He looks fancy. So
it's probably maybe like the Danny O'Day one that came with the album.
I don't know.
Now I'm like, oh, I want to see your creepy doll.
He looks a lot like the one from, you don't watch anything modern. I was going to say from Goosebumps, but you wouldn't know what that is.
I know I know the books.
Yeah.
So.
But they've done some really cool shows.
No, they're no longer like the 90s, but it's now like a modern version.
Right.
So which I've been hearing good things about. I just haven't seen
They're good,
it.
yeah. Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
And so, all right. So this is Thursday, so happy you're joining us. We are going to take a quick break.
What?
Oh.
How did I remember that?
God,
I should have let you not do it. Oh my God.
You almost got your wish of no word of the day.
Why did I open my mouth? Wait, I get to rip it. Let me rip that thing.
All right, go ahead and rip it off.
Okay.
The word of the day is winning. Look at that. All right. All right. So today our word of the day is caveat. An explanation or warning to be considered when evaluating, interpreting, or doing something. Their sentence, father offered to give me ownership of the car with the caveat that it was an old vehicle and I would be responsible for the repairs and it would inevitably require.
Indubitably.
Indubitably require. Indubitably. So there you go. So caveat. I love the word caveat.
I use the word caveat all the time, actually.
Indeed.
Okay, so
But not in terms of this show.
Well, it should be really easy for you to use the word caveat today, I feel like.
But not when you're talking about the morning show. Because we're just delightful.
We're delightfully tepid.
Indeed, delightfully
We
tepid.
would like to do a poll. How many of you know what the word tepid means? Because Marshall thinks everybody knows what that word means.
I didn't
We're
know.
not so sure, though.
Until someone said people don't know what it means, I had no clue.
Well, now we want to know. Do you know what tepid
And
means?
how can they let us know?
Don't cheat. Don't look it up. Just like be honest. Do you know what tepid means or not? No shame.
How can they let us know?
Well, you could just message us on Instagram at On the Morning Show, or you can send us an email at hello@onthemorningshow.com and just say yes or no. Yes, you know what tepid means. No, I didn't know what tepid
Here,
means.
I want to send one right now saying yes.
You don't count.
Oh man.
Well, then Brandon's got to send one that says no.
No, yeah.
I could send one that says yes.
Okay.
Theo, voice of God, what say you? Did you know what tepid means? No, we got another
Oh,
no.
wow.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We're 50-50. Help us break the tie. All right, we're going to take a
Only
quick
you can help us break the tie.
The tepid tie.
The tepid tie. Dee-dee-dee.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this with our guest for the show.
And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
fabulous Arizona Center.
And what you can't see, but what you will in just a second here, is we are sitting next to, you might see a leg poking out right here.
And
There's his
some
leg.
books poking out. So.
We've got Beau Yotty here. Hi.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
thank
being
you.
here.
Yeah.
So, Beau, you are an author, obviously, and a filmmaker. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Yeah, well, I think of myself mostly as a writer. That's what
Okay.
inspires me. But with that comes so much more. You know, you write something, you're like, wait, what can I do with this next? Because you, as a writer, you're really never done with something. You know,
Right.
there's always, that's why you got to forget the editing, because you'll be there forever. So you got to put it out there. So moving on from the books, I create the films afterwards, and it just, I don't know, the brain just keeps going for that inspirational, get it out of your head type of thing.
Yeah, how long have you been a writer?
I wrote my first book when I was in kindergarten, I believe.
Wow.
Book being 12 pages or whatever.
Still.
Still, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
So ever since, I was little, my mind just works that way.
Yeah.
Off, maybe, I don't know. It's a good off.
All the best people are a little off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it all westerns that your work comprises of?
Not specifically Western, but that's kind of my go-to, what I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of John Wayne films.
Okay.
Back in the day with a good guy, there's right, there's wrong, and good guy wins in the end. So
Yeah.
that's what I like to focus on, whether that's a Western or a horror movie or a crime thriller, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I always like to have that dynamic in there.
What's been one of your favorite projects, books or films that you've worked on?
Oh, now you're telling me to pick a favorite kid. That's
Sorry,
tough.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to go with For the Reward, the Western.
Okay.
We had guns and horses and again, my dad's no longer with us, but he was a huge fan of Westerns, and it was just like he was there the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
So,
That's
good
really
stuff.
cool. Yeah. So I hear that there's a new film, Snake Resort. Is
Yep.
that what it's called?
Snake Resort, yep.
Yeah, okay. What can you tell us about that one?
I can tell you it's not Western. No, it's a horror film. It's fun with horror films too, especially when you're on a smaller budget, because it makes you think.
Yeah.
You have to do things that the normal studio would throw to their design or the graphics department, CGI, where we have to bring in Snake and, matter of fact, Reptile Junction helped us out down at Apache Junction
Oh,
with
yeah.
real rattlesnakes.
Ooh.
I've never been close, but from here to the book right there, that's what I was, and
Okay.
filming these things, and I learned a lot. The hardest part about filming the snake was getting it to be aggressive towards me.
Really?
It just wanted to run. Yeah, the whole time just wanted to get away.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do to get it to be aggressive?
The owner, the snake handler, he has his tricks where
Okay.
he has he used his hat and had a little feather on it, and
So like cats.
kind of, yeah. And I was a little worried myself, like, is he? Well, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Although he was bit 5 times. Sorry, if I'm not supposed to mention that.
Like on set?
No, in his career.
Oh, okay. I was like,
messing
oh
with-
my
yeah.
God.
That's not very many times if you're working directly with the rattlesnakes to get bit
That's
5
true.
times.
That's
Yeah.
like your lifetime career.
Yeah, and he's still with us, so that's
Yeah.
good. Got that going for you.
Okay, so Snake Resort, is it like Snakes on a Plane?
No, it's actually
Snakes at a resort.
I had to
yeah.
ask.
Lounging by the pool.
They bite you if you take the margarita, all that stuff. Yeah. Though it's about a snake that, well, it starts with a scientist who doesn't think they get enough credit in life, for all the work they've done.
Yeah.
So they're actually trying to make a snake venom that can cure all poison in the world.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
trying to do good for the world.
Okay,
Sort of messes up big time.
got it.
Creates
it's-
a super venomous snake instead of the opposite.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that snake killed, well, we have to watch the movie, but yeah.
So yeah, well, I know we have a trailer. So
We do.
Set
Yeah, yeah.
up the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer's just, you'll see the mad scientist, you'll see a little bit of the snake, and it ruins a lot of people's lives throughout the film. So this is a little taste of his
As any
taste
good
buds.
horror does.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So the caveat is, if you're trying to create,
It's like
super-
Jurassic Park, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's roll the trailer. Let's watch this.
Abe!
Listen, please don't worry so much. I'll be fine.
But if
Yeah,
you're
listen, I'm on to vacation.
okay,
Bit early, ain't it?
Cool.
Bellying up to a bar.
Just eating breakfast. Hello, baby. It's almost time.
Just keep your eyes peeled, old man.
Ain't nothing gonna move around that RV without me seeing it.
Hey, what'd I tell you, dirtbag? No! Stop! Aim!
Ooh.
wow.
Where did you shoot that? Was that in Apache Junction?
No, actually, all over Arizona.
Okay.
Shot out the White Takes and Buckeye, down in Tombstone, Apache Junction, of course, Superstition Mountains. I feel like I'm missing something else.
Yeah.
Over in Mesa too,
Oh,
as well.
fun.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So where can people watch this?
It will be on Amazon, streaming online. We're gonna try to do a couple of Harkins here, locally.
Oh, good.
Oh,
okay.
cool.
And then for sure Tubi and all that good stuff later on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when's it coming out?
This summer.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Fun. What do you
Then-
got coming up next?
On to the next. It's gonna be another Western.
Okay.
Yeah, got to go back to the horses
Go
and
back
guns.
to
This is
the
another
Western.
Western horror,
Oh, you know what?
like cowboy zombies, or
We actually, I have a script that it's vampires who are generational. They kind of wake up every 200 years.
Ooh.
And it's set in like well, in my mind, I was a big fan of Little House on the Prairie too.
Yeah.
So kind of like a goody Little House on the Prairie, and then all of a sudden vampires come through. So
Oh my God, that would actually be amazing.
that's
Yeah.
one of the films I'm working with. Some of the actors down in Tombstone too.
Yeah.
They know about it, and we're trying to get that together. But
oh, fun.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, just so you know, I'm ready to reprise my acting career. So if you need like a one-liner walk-on, I'm
All right,
your gal.
all right, you're hired.
Yeah. Yay! Yes, I'm coming back, baby. Well, this has been so fun to learn about your work and your projects. Why don't you share where folks can follow everything that you've got going on?
Yeah, you can go to Yotty.com or LoneGunslingerPictures.com. That's the motion picture website, and social media, Beau Yotty.
Yeah.
It always sounds a little arrogant, but hey, that's where you go to my name.
That's where you
That's
go.
Where you go. It's like
Yeah.
a phone book nowadays. There's a modern phone book. There you
That's
go.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your production company, Lone
Yeah.
Slinger? Very
Lone
cool.
Gunslinger Pictures.
Lone Gunslinger. Okay. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this, and stick around for our shenanigans.
And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
The fabulous Arizona Center with some Bosa coffee in my cup.
I just got water. I need an alternative to coffee. What should my thing be?
I don't know. Are you avoiding the caffeine?
I'm not supposed to have caffeine because of my kidneys.
Ah, okay.
But I feel like I'm missing out not having
Well, what
like
about B12 or some of the like?
a vitamin.
No, I mean like the 5 Hour Energy. I mean, I'll do those sometimes because there is no caffeine in those.
What's in them?
It's all these. It's like vitamin B12 and all these other vitamin things.
Oh.
But I used to do that because it didn't have caffeine.
I feel like they're equally.
But then I would never.
Lethal.
I've never done like a whole bottle. I'm like,
Yeah.
I do like a third of a bottle just because
Well,
that's my constitution. I don't want to do a whole bottle.
you know what's funny is not funny. Have I told you this story?
I don't know.
So I
Like, have I told you the story? Depends on the story.
did you know Wendy West? Anyway, she was an actor here.
Yeah.
A long time ago. So I had worked all day at the paper, and then I had to go on a film shoot, and I knew I was going to be filming all night. This was back when I was still in my 20s, so I could do stuff like that.
Okay.
But I hadn't eaten, and they didn't have like our lunch break scheduled until like, I don't know, 8:30 p.m. at night or something like that.
Oh.
So I'm getting ready to shoot, and I take a 5-hour energy shot, like the whole thing. And it was going to be like my first like partial nudity film because Wendy and I were supposed to be like working at this dance club. And so I'm getting ready to like do it, and I just black out. Like I just blacked out from the 5-hour energy.
Oh, you did a whole bottle, my
I did a whole
God.
bottle. Yeah. So I sort of have a.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I've never had a whole bottle. I'm like, I don't even know what it would do. It's like.
I used to do those all the time when I was a journalist because like I just always needed that extra like, especially when I was working full time and acting. Well, it's because you have to weekend warrior a lot of stuff. So as an independent filmmaker, because a lot of people will film on the weekends or late at night, and so like you don't really sleep, like if you're trying to do both. But yeah.
Indeed.
What is the history of 5-hour energy, Marshall? Do you know that?
I do not. Well, I think it was created by some monk or something.
No, it was not. Actually, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, because I think it was caffeine free. It's supposed to be like this all
They
natural
make some weird stuff. Those monks, I know.
They do indeed.
Okay, but I know you do know some legit history.
Indeed, not just 5-hour energy history. All right, so have you ever been to Wickenburg?
Oh yeah, I filmed there for 2 weeks.
Ah.
Yeah.
So basically, it was incorporated today back in 1909.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, now it was called Wickenburg, 1863, basically around a mine. Then, a few decades later, the train shows up.
Yep.
And it then became the epicenter of dude ranches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so there are still some of those floating around. I mean, you literally would have like the Rothschilds coming to northern Arizona for the season.
Yep.
And Castle Hot Springs is still there, having been redone recently.
You can go stay at ranches out there still.
Yeah.
It's actually a fun, charming little town.
No, it is. I mean, and they've got the Desert Caballeros Museum, which is really cool. There's,
and a cool performing arts center, actually, in Wickenburg.
I mean, well, everything. And then you got the theater right there as well.
Yep.
And so a lot of people don't realize that Grand Avenue cuts at like a 45-degree angle was basically put to get you to Wickenburg.
Yep.
So that was one of its original purposes was...
Actually, I had to... What was the issue? I don't remember. But I had to go that way. Because there was like just really, really bad traffic when I was trying to get onto set.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was interesting. But
so yeah, I mean, it's like they do gold rush days up there. It's really one of those towns that kind of has kept its Western charm.
yeah, it has.
So
Yeah.
So if you haven't been to Wickenburg, hop on Grand Avenue and just keep going.
Keep going.
And you'll get there.
Yeah, that's a
few
fun stop.
stoplights in between here and there, but you'll get there.
Yes. Okay, Marshall. What? We've actually done a lot of Western stuff today. Celebrated some Western stuff with Beau Yotty. Talking about
Wickenburg.
Are we celebrating anything Western?
Well, you know. Actually, no. I was like, oh, yeah. Well, kind of interesting, kind of Western, maybe not, but it is Fashion Revolution Day. So, because, very much, as you could tell from Beau, Western is very much its own sense of style.
Yes.
But really, Fashion Revolution Day is all about creating transparency in the fashion industry as well as ethical production and fair wages. And so their big thing is, who made your clothes? Right down to your hat. It's like, there's a hat maker in Wickenburg that's doing all kinds of cool hats. Mm-hmm. So Cave Creek as well, and there's straw and, I don't
remember.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though.
But so it's like, but if you're looking for a hat, there's so many places where you can get one made instead of just going to and buying off the rack. Buy one that's been customized that you even can choose elements of that.
You can do that with fashion, with jewelry, all sorts of things.
There is such a huge fashion scene here locally.
Yep.
The Art Museum just opened up the new exhibit for fashion, which I've heard is really amazing, so you need to get up there and see that. But you've got ASU has a really cool fashion program.
They do, yeah.
And so, and then, and speaking of fashion, the 90s.
The 90s.
So, there was a group called New Kids on the Block.
I remember the New Kids on the Block.
And so today is New Kids on the Block Day.
Okay.
So, they were made up of Jordan and Jonathan Knight, Joey McIntyre, Donnie Wahlberg, and Danny Wood.
Yep.
Basically, in the late 80s, this was proclaimed New Kids on the Block Day by the governor of Massachusetts, where they were from in Boston. So,
what was funny is like they're actually back popular again now,
right.
But for a long time they weren't. And I was dating somebody when I was in high school, and I don't remember how it came about, but his sister organized like this really small benefit for like this family that was struggling, and so we went to this little church, and New Kids on the Block sang.
Wow.
I was like in the front row. Like it was so weird. Yeah.
Like a little private concert.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There was like maybe 25 people there. It was so like, now looking back, I'm like, that was crazy. But.
Well, and you can celebrate them by going on and watching some of those videos from back when MTV actually showed music videos.
I know, I miss those days.
I do miss those days. All those little movies about just that one song, here's our version of the song. And
well, all you blockheads, this is your day.
Indeed. It is also, okay, so you take a crescent roll.
Okay.
You put a hot dog and you roll it.
Pigs in a blanket.
Exactly, pigs in a blanket. And so it is Pigs in a Blanket Day. So go off and make yourself, whether, you can choose to put like a Vienna sausage, whatever you want in there, maybe even a veggie dog if you want to make them.
I was going to say, you can't really celebrate
I know.
this.
So, but you can't tell what it is, but it could be a veggie dog.
Could be.
It could be. So, they are just tasty, good for picnics.
Picnics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and and variations of this kind of show up kind of across the globe.
I can't think of the last time I've had a pig in a blanket. They don't really serve that at parties anymore. Remember, like that was like the go-to.
Oh yeah.
Like little mini appetizers. Everybody had pigs in a blanket for a while, but like that hasn't really been the case.
I know. I think I was probably in my teens last time I had a pig in a blanket. Maybe they're bringing it. We should bring them back.
A comeback.
Yeah,
comeback
the
for
comeback.
pigs in a
Just like New
blanket.
Kids on the Block, they should bring
Yeah,
back
I
pigs in a
agree.
blanket.
Okay, let's do it.
Maybe
That's
the-
our new mission.
Maybe New Kids on the Block will have like a new song, Pigs in a Blanket. And then it is also, and this was always one of my favorite things, it is Take Your Daughter and Son to Work Day.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's this annual event that basically encourages kids to learn about what their parents do, the roles that are required, what's required to run a business, build a project, whatever it takes, and you never know what's going to engage your child, whether it's going to be that engineering, accounting, maybe the art of what you do. And it's also just spending that quality time with them in a different way. And they get to see what's going on. And it can lead to all kinds of new creativity and new conversations.
I used to go to do that with my dad. I loved being with my dad, but it was a little boring. He was an engineer.
Oh yeah, that would have been kind of boring.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff like he would work on in those clean rooms, so I couldn't even like go in.
Could you
to,
see him in a
like,
window?
the
Just
yeah,
kinda, like,
there
wave
was
at him?
one that I could see him through the window. Yeah, but
So I remember it's like going with a mom. She was a secretary at that point, and the IBM typewriter had just come out. That's the ball.
okay.
And I would just sit there and watch because it wasn't the little levers that came up and hit the
Yeah.
letters, but now it was this ball, and it's like you just spend hours with that and the spirograph. That was
My favorite part was the cafeteria. Going to the cafeteria.
so the caveat of take your kids to work day is don't spend the entire time in the cafeteria.
Or do.
Or do,
might be their
depending
favorite
on.
part. Yeah.
I mean, that might be the most exciting thing in the job.
Yeah, it might be.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are some things we might be able to take our kids to that might not be work?
Well, Marshall, you know all about this one, and you may or may not want to bring your childrens to this. No, it's not. It's a Tiki Oasis, Arizona Tiki Oasis.
Indeed,
Yep.
yeah.
Hotel Valley Ho is happening starting tomorrow or today and runs through Sunday.
Oh, that's right, because it's, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a mid-century cocktail island lifestyle meetup, basically, held in the middle of the desert in our own little oasis at Hotel Valley Ho.
Oh, that's underselling it. I mean, because there's.
I got more.
Okay, good, okay. Then I'll be.
Yeah, so no, we've got tons of activities. Of course, you're always encouraged to wear tiki attire, but there is a market on site where you can shop and buy all things tiki. There's tons of curated experiences, including a craft cocktail experience with top mixologists. You can browse pop-up art shows. You can schedule a spa treatment even. But basically, it's just going to be a really cool marketplace and meetup with artists, makers, traders, and of course, Tiki Island in the Desert vibe all weekend long. It does say that events are all ages, but you know, it's pretty adult oriented. So
I was going to say, I'm like, I would question that all ages.
it's like on the site it says all ages.
No, I mean, I know people do.
But that's
bring
why I
their
was
kids,
like,
but I'm
yeah, I
kinda
don't know
like-
if you want to bring your kids. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but
Wow.
it's so much fun. I mean, the music, the beverages, the shopping.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if you like, I mean, because Hawaiiana has become such a huge thing, that Polynesian kitsch, and so you can get subtle shirts, you can get vintage. So, yeah.
Well, I will not be getting anything subtle this weekend, but I am so excited. It's my first time being able to attend Tiki Oasis because normally I'm traveling and out of town, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped to go this time.
And see, I know it's like tomorrow we're doing a room party. Saturday morning they have to wake up and actually like introduce people for their sessions.
Yeah.
So I was really rethinking. Was like, do I want to do this Saturday morning thing, having to get up at an hour? I'm like, so, okay, I will give it a shot.
Okay, 'cause I believe in you, Marshall. I think
I'll
you
probably
can
sound
do
like
it.
Brenda Vaccaro.
That's okay.
So,
If you'd like to go, there are different packages available to be able to attend. So it's anywhere from $159 to $320. So that's, again, kind of depending on how much access and you want for the whole event.
or you can just go shop.
Or you could just go shop, yeah. So we hope to see you out there. I think it's going to be super fun, and we hope to see you rocking your cool tiki attire. That's what I'm excited to see too, is what people are wearing.
Oh my gosh, all the honeymoon sets.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then and it's crazy because you have like super rare shirts and things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, we've also got AZDZ, a tribute to AC/DC at the monastery in Mesa. This is at 7 p.m. So this is all AC/DC tributes. Basically, you can come see a whole show dedicated to AC/DC. And
Dirty deeds and the done dirt cheap.
yep, actually that sounded pretty good. You did good. There is no cover for this show. It is 7 to 10 p.m. at the monastery. So head on out if you want to see AC/DC.
You're not going to be able to really be there and have nothing. I mean, no food nor drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it just says no cover. I mean, chances
Right.
are you're gonna wanna drink
Right.
and eat.
Because if you're going to sing along, your voice is going to get kind of raspy really quickly.
Yes, yeah. We've also got ASU's Philharmonia and Phoenix Youth Symphony Orchestra performance at ASU Gamage, and this is at 7:30 p.m. This is basically their yearly collaboration between the two, and it's a side-by-side event that's always really sort of inspiring for both of the ensembles as they co-create an evening of orchestral music, and they're really excited to share this with you. This is a big deal for them. So tickets are $10, and again, that's 7:30 p.m. tonight at ASU Gamage. We've also got the Miss Austin series premiere. It is an advanced screening at the Majestic Neighborhood Theater in Tempe at 6:30. So this is Miss Austin. It's a literary mystery. Cassandra Austin notoriously burning her famous sister Jane's letters, and reimagined it as a fascinating, witty, heartbreaking story of sisterly love. This will eventually premiere on Arizona PBS on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. So that'll officially premiere at 8 p.m. on May the 4th, but you can come see it tonight at 6:30 before anyone else gets to see it. It's free to attend. You just need to RSVP if you're planning on going. And last but
And there's
not
more.
least,
My gosh, there's so much going on.
I know. This is this is for the youngins. This is not for me or for you, probably. This is a rave braiding masterclass at J on 4th in Phoenix at 6 p.m. It's all about braids, besties, and baselines. So you are invited to grab your glitter, bring your best friend, and join in on a downtown rooftop for a hands-on braid party that will leave you styling. They're going to teach 2 different rave-ready braid styles, and this is gearing up for festival season. So you'll leave with new skills, you can get some cute pics taken, and then a starter kit so you can keep the braid magic going while you hit all those raves. They really are about, this isn't just a class, this is a whole vibe. And they're gonna have a candy making station, rave outfit exchange, drinks, snacks, and that good old EDM energy that everybody loves about the rave scene. So this is $50 for one person, or you can do a twofer, a two braid bestie bundle for $90, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m. Man, if I was still in the rave scene, I would do that. That sounds like fun.
Well, you could braid your hair. It's like my hair's a little short to do anything.
Oh, we
like
can
that.
make that. Yes, we could make that work. Especially, we could braid the beard.
No.
Yeah. Unicorn colors.
Well, I have done glitter beards before.
You could always just make some candy bracelets.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah.
wouldn't actually braid anything, so I like the sound of that.
There you go.
All right. Well, if you do any of those things, we want proof.
We do.
We want some photo of what does your hair look like? How is your sugar buzz doing after you make all that candy?
Well, you don't eat it. you trade it. Do you know what candy is? It's the beaded bracelets that you trade.
Oh, so it's making
Yeah.
those, not actually making like chocolate covered cherries and then.
No. So ravers, a lot of the ravers are called candy kids, and if like you've ever seen pictures, a lot of them will have like bracelets that go like up to their elbows and stuff. And yeah, you make them and then you like trade them. Like when you meet somebody cool at a rave, you can be like, "Do you want to trade candy?" And then you.
So
swap.
like candy soaked in someone else's sweat, I'm gonna put on my body.
Well, they're just beads, and usually, at a rave.
Oh, so it's
hygiene-
beads, not candy.
Yeah,
So,
it's beads.
so it's not the candy bracelets.
No. I mean, they can be, but no, like when they're talking about candy, like making
Oh, because I was
candy.
thinking it was the candy bracelets. I'm like, after I've been like dancing for hours.
It just looks like candy because it's like the brightly colored beads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it. So it's
yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Well, if you do any of those things, we want to know about it. So you can reach us on Instagram at Hello on the Morning Show. You can reach out to us on email at hello@onthemorningshow.com because we want to hear about you because this show is only here because of you.
That's
We want to
right.
know what you're doing. Maybe you want to promote something. Maybe you have something to celebrate. We want to hear about it. We want to see Ann dance every time an email comes in from someone.
Dance, monkey, dance. No, but seriously, we do. We would love to promote, support, uplift anything that you're working on that you're proud of, that you want to share with your community. That's what we're here for. So
That's right. You
please
could
do.
even be sitting in the chair right next to us.
Yeah, you want to be a guest? Come on. If you want to send me an event because you don't like all my trivia and bingo and rave parties, then send me your events.
And rave hair braiding. So there you go.
I would love some rave hair. I keep thinking about it now.
Well, why don't you? What are you doing? You could go get it.
Should I go to the rave
Why
braiding
not?
party?
Why not?
No, it's okay. I'm a little. Now I'm thinking about it.
Why not?
For Tiki Oasis.
I mean,
could,
you know, I mean, it was. I mean, the other day was like take a chance day. So there you go.
Oh, there's my chance.
Yeah, take a
okay.
chance.
I know, because I never did that when I was in the scene. That would be
It's
nice.
never too late.
It's never too late. Go live your dreams. Go forth and live your dreams, whether they be rave braids or bringing back pigs in a blanket or
That's
whatever
right.
you want, whatever you believe in.
But you know, we do want to see you right back here tomorrow because we will be here for Friday with all kinds of shenanigans. Oh my gosh, you won't want to miss it. Things not to be missed.
Are you going to be here tomorrow, or are you going to be at Tiki Oasis?
No, because actually, well, there's a training I'm supposed to go to, but I'm actually going to be here because I was like, well, I can't do that, and then I'm going over there later.
Okay. All right.
And so-
Marshall will be here. Whew,
Although,
that's good news.
It's like, oh yeah, I have to run home because I'm like, oh yeah. Never mind. Because
Marshall may not be here.
Well, no, because I'm just thinking, it's like how many? It's like I'm just thinking, how many days am I going to be there? How many outfit changes do I need? So
Yes.
usually it's like at least 3 a day.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Whoa.
And so.
Whew. Maybe we should have you do a preview of
Well,
what
that's
you're
like,
gonna
that's what I
wear.
was saying. It's like oh, I don't know if I have time. So
We could have done a whole little fashion show with Marshall's tiki outfits.
be like every time we come back from a break, a whole new outfit.
This is why
Like
we
a
need,
share concert.
This is why we need a Patreon, is because then that could be like paid content if people want to see what you're gonna wear to Tiki Oasis.
Oh yeah, because there are some shirts that I can't afford that I would love to wear. And so.
There you go. All right. Well, maybe Marshall, maybe no Marshall. I think probably Marshall will be here on Friday. I will be here on Friday, and we would love to see you. So have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow morning.